This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming out.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through.
And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. On first down, Howell winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
They'll go play action. Howell looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw has no shot.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First down, Howell to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. To throw again on 2nd down.
Howell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now Watson.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he's got room. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. On the move past the 40. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And trouble trying the middle here. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35.
Bringing it down for a loss was Tariq Castro Fields with a really nice effort.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them end with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're starting to put some space here. You know, the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. The second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Complete. It's Dodson.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Another throw for Howell.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Howell throwing on third down here.
And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first and 10, Watson.
Another completion here to Hunt.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
62 yards.
And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Second and 10, Howell.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds. The 30-yard line.
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on third. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the run, Watson going to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Following the penalty, Chubb. And some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They run again on first down, Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Browns have cut the lead back down to 2.
I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
His throw incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Thomas brings it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
On 1st down, Howell
slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 20. The 24. The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run it again with Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Chubb on the counter. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes it's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
With a play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Hal throwing on 1st down here.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Howell.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. 88 yards rushing for him now. Tremendous all day long.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet. Not
a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, 39 yards. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now Chubb running right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
From the gun, here's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watson on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They go up the middle with Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settled things down a little bit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
York able to send this one through.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here's Howell.
Flushed out right.
He's got McLaurin.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Howell to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Gibson here running out of the gun. Trucks over him.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once more, Gibson. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
We all just got a heck of a show.